TVJ News received information that a woman is at the center of the murder investigation.
Kalisha Williams has this primetime news follow-up.
This is the image released by the Jamaica Constabulary Force on Tuesday, and it has since been dominating discussions on social media. Senior Superintendent of Police Marlon Nesbeth is the commanding officer for the St. Andrews Central Police Division, which is leading the investigations into Daniel's death.
Based on description of the female who had featured in the abduction and subsequent murder of young Daniel, we are of the opinion that this is a individual person generated through our technology. It's an electronic facial identification technique that we have. And it is something that is widely used across jurisdiction in police investigations and descriptions of people that are concerned.
He said generally the technology used to generate the image is effective in getting an accurate depiction of an individual as described by witnesses.
We expect that, and we circulated that this morning, persons who know the individual will be able to say, yes, that looks very much like who we are looking for from the police and make contact with us so that we can follow through with the investigation. We think it is a crucial part of what we are doing, and we would love for that person who is featured here to come in and speak to us as we progress the investigation.
We also asked SSP Nesbeth whether other individuals are being sought in relation to Daniel's murder, but this is all he had to say.
There are various aspects of the investigation which we don't want to go into at this time. It's a little bit premature. We are not ruling out that there would have been persons contact our persons, but this is the main individual we're looking for, as we know it based on some witnesses that we have and other evidence possible.
On Monday, TVJ News received information that when a woman went to the Brayton Primary School on Thursday, June 8, to pick up Daniel, she told a teacher that the woman was her driver. However, Daniel's mother later confirmed that she did not have a driver. We also asked SSP Nesbeth for a response to those claims.
That is not entirely as that may have gone, and I don't want to comment too much on it, but that story is not entirely what would have transpired on the day in question. Let me just say though that as soon as we're able to get a very wholesome interview and account of this incident, we will be doing that.
Persons who know of the woman's whereabouts are being asked to call the Halfway Tree Police Station at 876-926-8184 to 5. Kalisha Williams, TVJ News.
And following the killing of 8-year-old Daniel, the death penalty debate is back on the front burner. Jamila Maitland has details.
The abduction and the killing of 8-year-old Daniel Rowe has yet again sparked debates on harsher penalties for child killers, including the death penalty. Little Daniel's case, however, is not a capital murder, and so the death penalty does not apply.
It has to be accompanied by a felony. So if it is a rape and then killing, then it's capital. Because a felony has been committed in pursuance of the killing. Because only one person died at one time, it does not qualify for capital murder. What you may need to do is for Parliament to legislate that the killing of children becomes now capital murder.
But if a bill comes to the Parliament for the death penalty for child killers, would the lawmakers support it?
Not just child killer. I voted against the penalty here because I thought it was barbaric. So not only for child killer, but any bill that comes here to reintroduce capital punishment, I'll be the first person to vote for it.
I myself decided that I would donate blood to her. It didn't reach fast enough, she succumbed to her interest. And I strongly support the death penalty. If you're going to hurt vulnerable child in our society, what could that child have done?
Generally speaking, I don't support the death penalty in terms of just a principle. But I know that, especially at this time, I would want to make that decision. When you see crimes as heinous as this, and it really tugs at your heartstring, your initial reaction is to do that. So have to look at that a bit more.
Member of Parliament Michael Phillips says lawmakers have been too reactive to crimes against children.
I know it is us as parliamentarians, as lawmakers, to make the laws, to make it more stringent. But in this case, it is the government that will have to carry that bill to Parliament. And I'm sure they will get support from both sides of the House. Most of us in the House, no, they will certainly get my support.
We speak quite passionately when it happens, but we have to do something that I know there's direct response to the legislators.
Jamila Megan, TVJ News.
Now, the debate into harsher penalties for crimes committed against children also made its way inside the parliament. Anthony Love has that angle.
Not the first time parliamentarians condemning the gruesome murder of another child. But Member of Parliament for South East St. Anne, Lisa Hanna, says she's had enough.
I'm tired, Madam Speaker. We have to do something now. We can't put a motion in place to debate it. Prime Minister, we have to do something.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness also added his voice, stopping short of calling for the death penalty.
That this crime is so gruesome that it deserves the full force of the law and justice.
Let us hang them by the neck until they are dead. We want something to do. We want to do something to stop it, to send a message. These nice little things and sweet talk are going to work. But the death penalty hasn't been invoked since 1988. And while some argue that Little Daniel's killing may be the worst of the worst, there are others who think more focus should be placed on the investigative skills of the police to apprehend those responsible. As for opposition leader Mark Golding,
2 bills were brought to the House in December 2015. They were fairly short bills, but with the dissolution of Parliament, which followed fairly soon after that, they fell off the order paper and they have never been brought back. In terms of an immediate response to impose a significant penalty or array of penalties on that particular type of activity, which is, I think, something which the nation as a whole would uniformly feel warrants that kind of response. It would be worth doing that quickly.
Justice Minister Delroy Chuck has vowed to look into it. And as a Joint Select Committee of Parliament reviews the Offence Against the Persons Act,
we need to carve out a special provision where children have been brutalized and murdered by anyone. And that, Madam Speaker, is something that, as Chairman of the Joint Select Committee, we hope to do so in quick order, hopefully before Parliament goes into recess this summer.
Anthony Love, TVJ News.